Benny Blanco just married Selena Gomez, and while the ceremony was full of heart, one of the most unexpected moments came from his wrist. No, it wasn't your usual luxury watch flex. It was a full diamond bracelet from Jacob & Co. that happened to also tell time. A $1 million custom timepiece built just for that one day. This wasn't bling for bling's sake. It was a coded love letter, designed in secret and executed with the kind of detail that only a few houses in the world can deliver. And yes, it's already one of the most talked about wedding watches in years. So, what exactly was on Benny Blanco's wrist? What's the story behind the piece? And why are serious collectors paying attention? The couple. Let's start with context. Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez have never been flashy, but their relationship has always had sincerity, and their wedding was no different. Private, personal, and wrapped in layers of intention, which makes what Benny chose to wear even more interesting. He's not your average watch guy. Over the years, Benny has been spotted in everything from understated vintage Cartiers to limited edition Richard Milles, but he's never been loud about it. So for him to show up wearing a $1 million diamond bracelet from Jacob & Co., that's not just a flex, that's a shift. And it wasn't just a watch. Jacob & Co. confirmed that they didn't just make the watch, they also made Benny's custom wedding ring and a platinum tennis bracelet with over 29 carats of square emerald cut diamonds. The full set was designed together, which means that this wasn't an accessory choice. It was a design statement about their relationship and a quiet kind of permanence. That's where the story gets interesting. The watch. From across the room, it looked like pure light wrapped around his wrist. No dial, no crown, no mechanical cues, just brilliance. But this wasn't a bracelet, it was a watch. A one-of-one Jacob & Co. timepiece designed to disappear into the moment, and it did exactly that. At Benny Blanco's wedding to Selena Gomez, he didn't wear something off the shelf. He wore something that was built around him. A fully custom diamond watch, made not just to match his outfit, but to mark a lifetime memory. Instead of using a traditional case, Jacob & Co. reimagined the form entirely. The design stretched uninterrupted diamonds across the wrist. 58 Ashoka-cut stones, known for their elongated shape and Hall of Mirrors reflection, invisibly set, perfectly aligned. Tucked inside the structure, a hidden dial. This wasn't about showing off the time, it was about being in it. That's the brilliance here. The diamonds shouted, but the movement whispered. It didn't pull focus from the moment, it honored it. Because what's more powerful than wearing a $1 million watch that you can barely see? That's not excess, that's intimacy. Jacob & Co. didn't just make a watch, they built a time capsule, one that speaks in light, hides its function, and lives as a memory, locked onto the wrist. And the more you look at it, the more you realize that this wasn't a watch to tell time. It was a watch to remember it. The ring. Now to the quieter half of the story. The ring. While Benny Blanco's custom Jacob & Co. watch stole the spotlight with blinding brilliance, the wedding band played a different role entirely. It wasn't loud. It wasn't meant to dazzle a room. It was meant to stay close, quiet, symbolic, and deeply personal. Jacob & Co. created the ring as a minimalist comfort fit band in 18-karat yellow gold, 4 millimeters wide, weighing just 6 grams. Simple on the outside, engraved only with the couple's wedding date. But the real beauty? It's hidden. Inside the band, tucked away where only the wearer knows, are 2 micro pave stones, a 0.03 carat ruby and a 0.03 carat aquamarine. One red, one blue, fire and water, emotion and clarity, passion and peace. It's more than aesthetic. It's a fingerprint of their relationship, coated in color, sealed in metal. You don't wear that to impress, you wear it to remember. And in contrast to the bold, all-diamond timepiece, the ring feels like the stillness beneath the spectacle. It's the whisper to the watch's roar. Together, they're not just a match, they're a message. One piece for the world to see, one piece for the world they've built together. For collectors and romantics alike, that balance is everything. It's not just a ring, it's the emotional anchor of the entire set. A love letter in gold and stone. Why Jacob & Co.? Well, because they don't just make watches, they build emotional architecture. Benny Blanco didn't just walk into a boutique and pick something shiny. He collaborated with a house that designs for moments. And when the moment is your wedding to Selena Gomez, you don't want off the shelf. You want forever. Jacob & Co. is legendary in high watch circles. They've made tourbillons for billionaires, iced out grails for rap icons, and even custom marvels for literal royalty. But this was different. This wasn't about power, it was about presence. Both Jacob Arabo and CEO Benjamin Arabov took on the project personally, not to create a watch, but to craft a memory that you could wear. They approached it like a time capsule. Every stone, every setting, every hidden detail was designed to mean something. Even the matching tennis bracelet, 29.03 carats of square emerald-cut diamonds, all GEI certified, set in platinum, wasn't just sparkle, it completed the emotional silhouette. Think of it as framing. The ring was the vow, the watch the headline, and the bracelet the punctuation mark. In Arabov's own words, quote, "Jewelry tells a story. Every stone, every detail was chosen to reflect their journey and create heirlooms that will last forever." That's the real reason you choose Jacob & Co. Not for logos, not for hype, but because when the moment is this big, you need a piece that won't just hold diamonds, it needs to hold meaning. And they have made an art of turning love into legacy. A love story in design. What made Benny and Selena's wedding pieces stand out wasn't just their value, it was how deeply personal they were. In a world where celebrity jewelry often screams for attention, this set chose a different language. Design as intimacy. Everything was symbolic. Everything meant something. The hidden dial in the watch? A nod to presence over performance. The ruby and the aquamarine inside the ring? Emotional opposites, balanced in harmony. Even the diamond bracelet? Not just sparkle, but structure. A frame around the day. This wasn't just coordinated styling, it was narrative design. Jewelry made not just to match a tux, but to mirror a relationship. That's why people aren't just admiring the pieces, they're feeling them. Because when craftsmanship meets personal storytelling at this level, the result isn't just luxury, it's legacy. Collector and resale angle. Let's talk the future. Right now, Benny Blanco's Jacob & Co. set is personal, private, tucked away as a wedding day keepsake. But in 10 years, it could easily become one of the most talked about lots at a major auction house. The kind of piece that resets expectations and gets cataloged next to royal heirlooms and celebrity grails. Here's what makes it a collector's dream. One-of-one boutique timepiece, patent-protected Ashoka cuts, rare even in the diamond world, natural decolor, internally flawless clarity, GIA certified, celebrity provenance, Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez, and a matched emotional set, ring, watch, and bracelet, all from Jacob & Co. That's not just a list. That's a blueprint for long-term value, because in the collector world, synergy sells. If the watch goes to auction solo, it's rare, but if the ring joins it, it becomes irreplaceable. Suddenly, you're not bidding on a product, you're bidding on a story, a real moment, worn by real people, captured in diamonds and gold. That's the kind of narrative that auction houses love. And when there are no comparables, no other Ashoka set watch with this kind of backstory, the price curve goes vertical. Think 1.5 million to start, possibly much more. And that's not hype, that's history in motion. Because this isn't just celebrity jewelry, it's the kind of set that gets exhibited, that winds up in retrospectives on 21st century design, that gets passed down, not sold off. Quiet now, but quietly important. In the world of collecting, there is loud flex, and then there's forever pieces. This is the latter, and if it ever resurfaces, you're gonna see just how loud quiet can get. Benny Blanco didn't just wear a $1 million watch to his wedding, he wore a time capsule. A personal sculpture, a love letter told in diamonds. This wasn't celebrity product placement, it was the kind of moment that you only build once, if ever. Custom ring, custom watch, a platinum bracelet, all tied to a single story, executed by a house that specializes in making memory tangible. And while it may never hit the resale market, collectors are already watching. Because in the end, it wasn't just what Benny wore, it was why. And that's the difference between jewelry and legacy.